Thank you all so much. And I'm like having to hold my emotions here. So, what a surprise to have my own pastor introduce me. So, thank you so much, Pastor Copeland. Thank you all so much for being here tonight. And, you know, as I have been on this journey, I started writing my first book. I sat down to do that in April 1995. So, it's almost 30 years ago in a couple of months. And as Pastor Copeland mentioned, when I finished, submitted it to literary agents and to publishers, I was rejected by every single one of them. And I wasn't just anymore thinking about giving up, I had made the decision to give up. And it was my husband, my dear husband, Will, who said, "Why can't you start your own company and publish the book yourself?" And praise God for him believing in me, believing in his wife more than I believed in myself. And so this has been an amazing journey, as many of you know, especially here in Rockford. If you followed my career, so many of you have supported me all these years. I wrote 28 books that were fictional stories, but it was when God called me to write my first nonfiction faith-based book, The Woman God Created to Be, when my life totally turned around and changed for the better. To write a book that I was terrified to write because I didn't think I could write a nonfiction book, and especially because I knew God was calling me to write a book that would inspire women from his perspective and based on his word. I worried that because I was not a minister, because I've never taught Sunday school, because I've never taught Bible study, that I just wouldn't be able to do it. I wouldn't be able to offer what God needed me to give women. But let me tell you this, when God calls you to do something, he will equip you in ways that you never even thought about, that you will likely never even imagine until you see the miracles that he performs. And so he gave me every single word in every chapter, and it became my most enjoyable writing experience ever. And so I am just grateful that God has brought me full circle. He allowed me to create this platform. He gave me readers nationwide, and I was able to bring them along with me and back to this point where now I can talk about God every single place I go. So I'm grateful for that. Thank you to all of you, again, here, for being here tonight, for supporting me. I want to thank my best friend, Lori, who's here with me this evening. We've been best friends and sisters for 39 years, and I usually like to tell people, when you can have shared an apartment for a few years the way we did and still be best friends, you know you're really best friends. When you can say, wow, no falling out. So we like to brag about that a little bit. And then finally, to my husband, Will, who has loved me. We'll be celebrating 35 years of marriage this year. And so I am just grateful for the support he still gives me. Will is that husband who says to me even today, right now in 2025, whatever God has called you to do, that's what we're going to do. So thank you all. Thank you, Justin, Rebecca, the Soar team, all of you. God bless you, and I love you all.
Come on, Rockford, make some noise.